More about our mystery guest. Now, I promise you, these two haven't seen anything, they haven't heard anything. We've all been cloak and dagger stuff behind the scenes here today, so they don't know who that guest is. But for you at home and for our studio audience, here's who our mystery guest is. Okay, firstly we'll kick off with you, Robin. Now, you've been given this person's palm to read.
That's right.
A copy of
it.
His or her palm. So, physical attributes,
well,
who are they?
This is a lady with, she's a media hybrid I've got here. Like a Carol Vorderman intellect, easy charm like a Fern Britton, action exuberance like Annika Rice, and she is so feminine. She would have a large wardrobe, loves sensuous clothes right down to her underwear, and she loves jewellery, and she will be quite extravagant. The only thing is she plays with her hair a lot, I think, and she likes a bit of a security blanket, so I might offer.
How can you tell about the hair?
It's not there. It's actually connected to the fingers itself, so there are issues about I need a little bit of security.
Okay, beautifully feminine.
Oh, yes.
Right, how do you get that?
The index finger particularly. If we can cut to this over here, the index finger is very long, and it also shows here the roundedness at the top, jutting out. It shows that she projects an image, but she's also, it would indicate a fertility index as well, because the long index finger for a woman actually is a fertility index. She's very fertile.
I'm sure she'll be pleased to hear that. So that's what that shows. What else have you got for us then from the palm?
Well, we've also got the fingertips themselves, and the fingertips are all rounded and they're very spaced, showing great expression, and a person who's very easygoing, but there is the kind of issues of oversensitivity at times.
Okay, anything else?
Yes, we've also got the fate line too, and the fate line indicates that she's consistent, she's determined, and she's a person who will always go from strength to strength because she always likes to do a job well.
Do you like her? Because she sounds like a kind of bubbly person from what you're saying.
Well, if she's short of boyfriends or anyone to take her out, I'll take her out.
She's a bit of a party girl as well,
I think she could be, but she loves life.
Any trauma that you can spot from the hands?
I feel she may ask about a relationship or things that happened in the past, particularly in her teenage years there was something.
Right. Okay, all right, spot on from you. We'll come to you now, Teresa. You've been looking at this person's runes. Do you think it's a she or a he?
I think it's a she.
Yeah, okay, so what do these
Although it's quite difficult because nobody is 100% one thing.
Right.
If it's a man, then they are extremely sensitive.
Right. What are you seeing from the stones?
What I'm seeing about this person is the great sensitivity, maybe being able to cover it. These are almost the stones of an actress or somebody that could be quite shy and then come out and be somebody else. This is what it's telling me. I think they're actually very sensitive. I feel that this is somebody that at some point has had some trauma, but they've dealt with their issues. They're leaving the past behind, they're moving on, they're moving forward. And actually it's a very nice period for them because I've got a brand new life and I've got a lot of joy coming their way. I don't think they've had a very easy emotional path. These are the runes of perhaps somebody that's a very good caretaker, has elected to have relationships with people that they want to take care of.
So coming back to the relationships then, do you think this person, can you tell whether they're in a relationship at the moment? Or?
If they are, maybe it's relatively new, but they're very strong new life runes, which makes me think that this is somebody that's recently married, recently met their partner, or is within the next year or so is definitely going to settle down.
All right, well, we'll find out a little later on. We'll give her, I guess, the right of reply. We'll come back to you in part 2 when our mystery guest will be here with us. Don't go away.